this is Sarah, the Catholic Homemaker. Today I wanted to do a video on how you can spend more time outside, especially with children. First of all, welcome everyone to my channel and welcome everyone new. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and so we can continue to grow this community. Also hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and please share and comment below, especially if you have any ideas that I didn't mention about how you can spend more time outside. So this is the 1,000 hours outside or outdoors challenge. And if you can see closely, there are these little dots that you can fill in. This, if all of these are filled in, this represents 100. So that it goes all the way to 1,000. And the challenge is within 1 year. So my neighbor a few days ago brought me over this piece of paper. She had talked to me about the 1,000 hours outdoor challenge, which I had heard about before. And I was talking to her about, that reminded me of Charlotte Mason. And I think where I had read about the 1,000 hours outdoor challenge, they knew about Charlotte Mason. So it was like in connection to her. If you have watched any of my homeschooling videos before, then you are familiar with Charlotte Mason. If not, check them out and check out the Charlotte Mason ones where I talk about that. And Charlotte Mason, in her books, she recommends that you spend like 4 to 6 hours outside every day with your family. And I did the math on this. If you reach 1,000 hours outside in 1 year, 365 days, then that's roughly 2.75 hours per day. So you could just round that up to 3. That would probably be easier. So that's a lot for most of us, because most of us don't spend nearly that much time outside. So it could be like a real challenge, especially for people who have desk jobs, who work inside. But this video, I'm gearing it more towards people like myself, like stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home parents, and how you can do this with your kids, because it's really, really important for kids to spend more time outdoors. So my ideas are, ever since we moved to South Carolina, I have spent a lot more time outside. We have a playground in our neighborhood, so that makes it a lot easier, because I think it's important for our kids to get activity. So offering that to them and taking a daily walk, that makes it a lot easier for me to get more time outside. So that's the first thing, taking daily walks outside, or taking your kids outside to play, or to a playground within your neighborhood or outside your neighborhood if you don't have one there. Hopefully you can find one close by so you don't have to do too much driving, because I really hate doing that. So I can relate if people don't live near one. So we're very blessed for that. But so it's pretty easy with that, if we're taking a walk, to spend like a minimum of like 30 minutes to an hour outside, maybe even up to 2 hours, depending on if we're taking a longer walk, if we're spending more time at the playground, and if they have friends there that we see, or just new kids that they're having fun playing with. So that's the first idea. Second idea is trying to take some of your household duties outside with you. And I was kind of bringing this up and brainstorming with some friends, and one friend said, like, hey, you could just take your kids outside in the driveway, you know, get them on their bikes or whatever, while you weed, or just if it's in the backyard. And thankfully we have a fenced in backyard, so I wouldn't be so nervous like having my eyes on them constantly. But I could bring stuff like soccer balls back there, or just, you know, activities. My daughters, when we go outside in the back, they really like to dig, and I don't really mind if they dig in the soil. They have like shovels and stuff, and they like to kind of mess around with that, and so I can get other things done while they do that. Another idea is to bring your laundry outside, your finished laundry. So whether or not you have a clothesline, we don't have a clothesline, we have a dryer. But recently, because I've been trying to meet this challenge, I've been taking the laundry basket outside and just folding it on the back patio while they play or while they do something else. And another idea is to eat more of your meals outside. And we have this little kids table with chairs, and I have to really drag it outside and in every single time. So that is kind of a pain because this is not an outdoor table, unfortunately. And we do have another table that could be an outdoor table, but it needs to be polished or have some sort of finishing on it before we do that, because if we just put it outside in its current state, it would just rust. So I would really like that in the future. But if you already have that, that's really great. You can, weather permitting, or maybe weather not permitting, like maybe if you're just dressed well enough, then that's okay. It's obviously easier for somebody who has better weather, like somebody like us who lives on the coast in South Carolina versus somebody, say, in Minnesota to do that. But I know it's kind of interesting. I've been to more northern places like that, and you sometimes see a lot of people outside. I'm like, wow, it's like really amazing to me, like in these really cold, snowy places, to see a lot of people outside. And I think it comes down to like being dressed right, of course, and then just having a really great love of the outdoors. But just the other day, I think it was Friday, we spent like 3.5 hours outside, because with the walk, going to the playground, eating lunch outside, and then spending further time outside doing the laundry. And then we used the lunch table, once I cleaned it off, to do a puzzle. And it was a more complicated puzzle. It was a 100-piece puzzle that my daughter got for Christmas, my older daughter, of course, and I coached her along through it. I think it took her like between like probably closer to an hour to do it. And she was getting very frustrated at the end, but I was really proud of her because it was a really hard puzzle. And I was coaching her through it, but I didn't help her that much as far as like putting pieces in there for her. I mostly was just coaching her and giving her hints along the way. So that was pretty cool. So just doing things like that, those are my ideas. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Please let me know if you have additional ideas of how to bring some of your household work outside and still get your household chores done, and spend more time outdoors. I would love to hear that. I hope you have a wonderful week, and may God bless you and your families.